I'm sure there'll be some head nods in the room. But when I started my EOS journey, I took on the role of saying no to the visionary. And it's funny because I even had a conversation yesterday with a visionary in a kind of scoping environment. And he goes, I need somebody to tell me no. And I quickly was like, hey, no, that's not how this works. Like, my job is to not tell you no. And I thought that's what it was when I started, and quickly realized that created a lot of tension. It created a lot of not necessarily distrust, but at least the visionary didn't want to share anything with me anymore because he just knew the answer was no. And I'm going to go tell somebody else. And a lot of what happened was the visionary would then start testing his own ideas without telling me. And then I would find out, in the hallway and go, hey, wait, what's everyone doing? Why are we testing that? And so I said yesterday, I go, my job as an integrator is not to tell you no, it's to tell you if we did, this is what it would look like.
Mhm.
And then you get to make the call on okay, I do like that outcome. And so that requires me to maybe go test it, maybe have to go do some research, but it's not a no, it's a, well, let's see what that would look like. And so that was my kind of big eye-opening mistake, and then realization, soon afterwards, like, hey, I can't just run around saying no to everybody that has an idea. I have to start working with them on, formulating what that idea would look like.
Yeah, one of the things I've experienced on a leadership team was teaching the leadership team to not say, we can't do that, but change the mindset set to, in order to do this, we need XYZ. We need more trucks. We need more people. We need more hours. We need a bigger budget or whatever. But just transitioning that mindset shift from no, no, no to, hey, let's talk about what that's going to look like. But then in order to do that, we need XYZ, whatever those things are.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, Ben, thanks again for entrusting us with your first podcast guest experience. And we, in kind, trusted you as our first guest. It's our first episode. So happy to be here and thankful. I got a question for you that kind of is a great, natural next question. What makes a great visionary integrator relationship either work or fail, in your experience and opinion?
Yeah, yeah. I kind of boil it down to trust and humility. I think those two kind of together, but it's an interesting take on trust, and maybe there's a better word for it. I say all the time that I'm not taught good, so there's probably more words out there than I know, but it's trust to be, radically candid, to steal a little bit from that book. But it's the trust that, hey, I can say something to you and you're going to take it in a constructive way. And we go back and forth in that, so, in that environment. But also the trust that you're not doing things behind my back, or you don't mean to do things behind my back. And so if I find out a visionary was talking to somebody and had an idea but wasn't brought to me yet, I can't assume, oh, they're trying to do things behind my back. I have to assume, hey, that's a great conversation you had with them. Let's ideate on it together and let's move along with it. And so there's that trust back and forth of like the yin and the yang, but they have to trust each other that they're operating with the best intentions.
I was gonna say, I like what you said there as far as the visionary is not going to never not do things behind your back, but they don't mean to. And
Yeah.
so it's
Yeah.
having that conversation, having that open and honest conversation of, hey, I know that, you probably didn't mean to do this, but this is what happened. Let's try to make sure we stay on track and stay on the same page.
Absolutely. And like I said, you have to be able to say, hey, I'm comfortable having that conversation. I'm comfortable being told that. And I think that's also where that humility comes in. If there's too many egos in the room, there's not enough room for ideas.